What if someone told you that an ordinary black stone, the kind most people kick aside like worthless dust, could one day change the destiny of an entire nation? You probably wouldn't believe it, but this unbelievable reality is happening in a small African country called Burkina Faso, where Ibrahim Traoré took a step that shocked the world. This is not just a story. This is the beginning of a revolution hidden inside that dark carbon, a carbon Ibrahim learned to transform into diamonds. For centuries, diamonds have been symbols of power, wealth, and prestige. But the real question is, how are diamonds actually formed? Deep beneath the earth, thousands of feet below, lies a world of unimaginable heat and pressure. Temperatures reach nearly 2,000 degrees Celsius, and the pressure is so intense that ordinary rocks crumble within seconds. But in this inferno, carbon atoms lock together, forming a structure so strong that it becomes the hardest natural substance on Earth, the diamond. These diamonds remain buried underground for millions of years, until volcanic eruptions push them toward the surface, embedding them in ash and rare rock formations. That's how humans find them. Geologists search for specific volcanic rocks and mineral signatures, clues that diamonds may be hiding deep below. Then massive mining operations begin. Millions of tons of soil are removed. Explosives are used to break giant rock formations. And after all this destruction, only a few diamonds are found. It's a game ruled by chance and science, and by powerful nations who control the global diamond market. But Ibrahim Traoré refused to accept that fate. He believed destiny should not be left to luck. He asked a simple question. If nature takes millions of years to make diamonds, why can't we use science to speed up the process? And with that idea, a new chapter began, the chapter of lab-grown diamonds. Today, major countries like the United States, China, and Russia already use two advanced technologies to create diamonds in laboratories. The first is called HPHT, high pressure, high temperature. In this method, a tiny seed of carbon is placed under the same heat and pressure that exists deep inside the earth. As the temperature rises, the carbon atoms begin to move, rearranging themselves. And the same natural process that forms diamonds underground is recreated inside a laboratory. What normally takes millions of years beneath the earth now becomes possible in just a few days. The second method is called CVD, chemical vapor deposition. In this technique, a special chamber is filled with gas. The gas is heated, and the carbon inside slowly begins to settle on the surface, layer by layer, just like tiny drops of water eventually form an entire ocean. These delicate layers of carbon grow, merge, and finally take shape as a pure, flawless diamond. This technology has become extremely popular today because it produces optical quality diamonds that are even clearer and more refined than many natural ones. Now imagine the contrast. On one side, the traditional world, digging huge mines, blasting the earth with dynamite, spending billions of dollars just to extract a few hidden stones. And on the other side, a new world, where a leader like Ibrahim Traoré decides that his nation will create its own diamonds. This single decision was nothing less than a revolution for Burkina Faso. For decades, the world saw this country as poor and powerless, a land full of resources controlled by outsiders. But for the first time, the people of Burkina Faso were taking control of their own wealth, with science and strategy as their weapons. Just think, when an ordinary element is used correctly, it can change the destiny of an entire nation. But the path ahead was not easy. The moment Ibrahim announced that Burkina Faso would produce its own diamonds, powerful nations became alarmed. Western companies, who had been exploiting Africa's resources for years, did not want to see a small nation rise up and claim ownership of its future. They feared that if Burkina Faso succeeded, other African nations would rise as well. That was the moment when pressure began. Economic sanctions were imposed, political pressure mounted. Internal rebellions were funded and fueled. Every possible attempt was made to break Ibrahim's resolve. But Ibrahim Traoré did not back down. He assured his people that diamonds were not just for jewelry, they were keys to a new future. These lab-grown diamonds would be sold, and the wealth they generated would be invested directly into the nation's development. New schools would be built, hospitals would open, jobs would be created for thousands of young people. It was a dream of an Africa that would no longer bow to anyone. Just imagine a country where people had once struggled to afford a single meal, now producing diamonds inside laboratories. This contrast shook the world, and this was Ibrahim's greatest achievement. He proved that with pure intentions, courage, and the right use of science, if knowledge and intention are used correctly, then nothing in this world is impossible. Now let's return to that black piece of carbon, the same carbon that ordinary people throw away, thinking it is just coal. But Ibrahim saw something else inside it. He saw the future of his nation. He declared, "This black particle will become the source of our dignity, our freedom, and our prosperity." Yet an unexpected twist still remained. A question began to circulate within Burkina Faso. Are these lab-grown diamonds acceptable from an Islamic perspective? Some people argued, these are fake. Their trade is not permissible. But Ibrahim explained with calm logic, these diamonds are not fake. They are real. The only difference is that nature takes millions of years to create one, and science can create the same thing in just a few days. Their structure is the same. Their shine is the same. Their strength is the same. There is absolutely no difference in quality. His argument was so strong, so scientifically clear, that people were convinced. And when the first Burkinabé diamonds reached the international market, the world was stunned. Their quality truly matched natural diamonds. In that moment, Burkina Faso sent a message to the entire world. Power is no longer reserved for the mighty nations. Even a small country can now stand tall in the global market. Ladies and gentlemen, this story is not just about diamonds. It is about a mindset, the belief that nothing is insignificant. If a tiny black particle can change the destiny of an entire nation, then why don't we recognize the hidden power within our own lives? We are not short of resources. We are not short of talented people. What we lack is honest leadership and the right strategy. Our governments drown people in inflation, poverty, floods, and mismanagement. They have never been able to introduce our pink Himalayan salt to the world properly, even though it could earn billions in foreign exchange. So tell me, what do you think about this? And what is your opinion about Ibrahim Traoré's vision and struggle? Share your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss our next powerful story. Until then, may Allah protect you.